Hello again, fellow BeachBum traders. Thank you for joining us for part 2 of our weekly trading game plan for the week of May 2nd through May 6th. Hopefully you have already seen part 1 of our weekly trading game plan for this week, prepping for a FED-tasrophe. If you have not already seen part 1 of our weekly trading game plan for this week, we would highly recommend that you view that, as that provides all the market analysis, input data, etc. that goes into our stock selection for our watch list for this week. So again, we'd highly recommend you see part 1, and now let's get started with part 2, and we'll look at what all stocks we're going to add to our various watch lists for this upcoming week. Okay, firstly, let's review some of the trades that we made this past week. And the first one is that we went long on DDD, which is 3D Systems. We went long on 425. You can see we posted that in the alerts, trade alerts channel in our Discord, and we'll tell you in a minute how you can get these real-time alerts, both from our Thinkorswim alerts and also when we make these trades in our alerts category in our Discord. Again, we went long 3D Systems on 425 at 1322. This is optionable, so we're attempting to sell covered calls against that position. And you can see our thesis and the background on why we like 3D Systems in last week's weekly trading game plan. You can find the links to that in the description box below. So again, we'll be trying to sell covered calls against 3D Systems until it swings back up. Again, you've heard us talk about 3D printers have a very long cycle time. We're long a number of 3D printers, and we'll wait for them to swing back up. They tend to move in tandem, so when they swing back up, we'll take our profits and move on. Our second trade this week was LEU. It's a uranium play. Again, you can hear why we like LEU. It was on our watch list. We added it back to our watch list on 426. And again, that's something you can find in our Discord. When we make intra-week changes to our watch list, you'll be able to see that in the stock watch list channel in our Discord. So again, in a minute we'll tell you how you can get access to those intra-week changes to our watch list. So we went long LEU when it came down to support. We added it to our watch list. We went long. It briefly swung up and then it turned back down. So we got stopped out at 28.71, pretty much a break even. We're going to put it back on our watch list, as you'll see, for this upcoming week, and hopefully we'll catch it at that support or a lower price again, and we'll swing it back up. Again, I think it came back down due to some pressure and some profit taking in the energy sector as a whole. And again, uranium's a commodity that has a nice swing to it. The next trade is we went long again on GLDI, which is gold. We saw in the futures charts in part 1 that both gold and silver had come down a bit, dipped down a bit, again possibly pressured by the dollar. And so when it came down to that support level, we went long a large position in GLDI. GLDI pays a monthly dividend, so we can hold that, collect the monthly dividend, and just wait for gold to swing back up, GLDI to swing back up. And again, this is an inflation hedge. Gold and silver are good inflation hedges, so we're happy to hold these positions in gold and silver, GLDI and SLVO for a long term, and just collect the nice monthly dividend. They pay a very, very healthy, you can see 14%, and I think SLVO is in the 32% annual dividend. So these are great inflation hedges in gold and silver. So again, you can see we went long GLDI again, and then we doubled down. We doubled our position size in SLVO and silver. So again, you can see our thesis on those in the previous game plans. So Just a quick reminder that you can get real-time or near real-time trade alerts when we make a trade or get stopped out of a trade when we enter or exit a trade as quickly as possible via our Patreon, which is patreon.com BeachBum Trading, which you can see here. We post that and you'll automatically get an email of our trade update, and or in our Discord, which again you get access to via our membership in our Patreon, in the Thinkorswim alerts. Under the alerts category, we again get alerted automatically. We set an alert when an order gets triggered. It automatically posts to the Thinkorswim alert category, and then again we will update that if the order is actually filled with the details of that trade, and or in the trade alerts section if we enter a trade that was not necessarily alerted through Thinkorswim. So again, we hope this all helps. Just a reminder, if you want to get real-time alerts when we make or exit a trade, this is the various ways that you can do so. So again, we hope this all helps. Okay, now let's take a look at the changes to our primary watch list for this week, May 2nd through May 6th. I've got my primary real-time watch list selected in the Webull stock screen. And the first one is we're going to take ARTW off of our watch list. There was a filing that came out. I don't know if you saw it. They filed essentially what's called a shelf offering. It looks like it's what they call an at-the-market, an ATM type of shelf offering on 4/27. So essentially they're diluting. So we want to wait until that offering has closed to reconsider ARTW. We do like the Thesis, the stock, but again, until that offering gets filled and it recovers, because that's at least going to put a top on resistance on the stock price until that offering gets closed. You saw that we are now long 3D systems, so again, if you're not currently long 3D systems, you might consider it. You might be able to get a better price. Again, it's a profitable 3D printer. We are already long 3D systems. One that we're adding to the watch list, and then I'll go back and review what we've had from the previous weeks, is KTOS. If you've been in our channel for a while, you remember we swung KTOS very nicely profitable at the early part of the Russia-Ukraine conflict. It's a defense stock, a profitable defense stock. They do drones. Again, we see a very nice thesis on KTOS, and if we look at the chart, we can see it kind of irrationally came back down, and so it's approaching our price target line down there. We've got a price target of 14.93, which is a recent support level. So if KTOS comes down to that level or loops back up, we'd be very happy to go long KTOS. Again, very positive thesis given the conflict in the Ukraine. Another one that we're adding is MJ, which is cannabis ETF. It does pay a dividend. It's optionable. You can see we had it in the bullpen from prior weeks, and we're moving up to the bullpen because it looks like it may be forming a stable support level. If that's true and that support holds, it had been downtrending for some time, looks like it may have finally reached a support level around 8, and if that holds and it starts to turn up, again, that's a long-term swing on the cannabis industry. Cannabis is very cyclical as well, gets a little hype pops from time to time, and so we're looking at that MJ. Again, it's optionable, so we could sell covered calls against that position. OBCI, we have an open order against OBCI. You know, it's been on our watch list for several weeks. You can see our due diligence video on OBCI that we did several weeks ago to get more information about them. You can see it kind of came down to the 750 area, 770 area. We looked at the level 2s. We could see there was a block order at like 750, and it looks pretty stable. So again, it's a low float, so it's choppy. It's hard to trade, but we like OBCI, and we do have an order just sitting there at 751 to catch a dip and go long on OBCI. We've talked about PPLT. PPLT is physical platinum. We live in some part one in the futures. We saw, how platinum had come down. Looks like it popped up a little bit, but we moved that up from the bullpen into our real-time watch list on 425. We're going to take PZG off the watch list again. We're already long PZG. It's a gold miner. It broke down through support. It keeps trying to pop and go, but it's just failing. So we're going to take it off the real-time watch list. If it becomes more attractive in the future, we can add it back. Another one we're adding back into our watch list is an old favorite, which is STAG Industries, which is a REIT. Pays a nice monthly dividend. It recently went ex-dividend, so it dipped on the ex-dividend. This is a REIT on industrial warehouses, so this is not a mortgage-related REIT. We like this. It's supply chain related. And again, it's an industrial REIT, pays a nice monthly dividend. It is optionable, and you can see it dipped after its ex-dividend date and is approaching support and got pressured with pressure on the other REITs, I believe. So if it comes down, again, that's one that we really like. So we might even pay up a little bit to get back into STAG because, again, that monthly dividend is a very nice way to ride out volatility in the market, ride out inflation, because, again, rents on warehouses and industrial properties is something that should be able to be increased on inflation basis. So another one for your benefit is SVXY, which is the short on the VIX. As we've mentioned for a long time, we put a big order out at this resistance level on SVXY, and we just let that long-term order sit there. We're waiting for this spike in the VIX up to like the 36 area. That should catch those orders in SVXY, and then we'll ride the retracement, the reversion of the mean of the VIX back down for a very nice profit. Similarly, we have big orders sitting at 372.13 on VOO, and we're, as we mentioned in part one as well, we're waiting for that dip, that capitulation, probably on the FED-tasrophe on Wednesday. If we get that, sharp dip down, panic, when the Fed announces what everyone knows on Wednesday, then hopefully our big orders on VOO will catch and we'll ride the market long-term uptrend. So again, you can see why we're choosing VOO versus VTI and VT in this other video that we recently did, and I'll put that in the description box below. So now we'll go back and we'll review what we've had on our real-time watch list for previous weeks. Just a quick reminder that if you would like to get notified of any updates to our watch list that we make intra-week up to daily, we post those into our Patreon, which is patreon.com BeachBum Trading. You'll get notified automatically via email and or in the stock watch list under the watch list category in our Discord. Again, we will post any updates to our watch list intra-week, up to daily, to our Patreons, and also in the stock watch list channel in our Discord. So again, if you would like to get automatically notified of any intra-week updates to any of our watch lists, these are the various ways that you could do so, and we hope this all helps. Okay, so those were the changes to our real-time watch list for this week, May 2nd through May 6th. We'll do a quick review of what we already had on our watch list from prior weeks. And if you'd like to hear more information about our thesis and why these are on our watch list, I would recommend please go back and listen to some of the Part 2 game plans for some of the prior weeks when we added these to our watch list. So DRV, again, is the short on essentially the housing market, the real estate market. You can hear our thesis again, why we believe the housing market's going to roll over, and apparently other people agreed because it has already run up. If you caught this already, that's great. We're going to kind of wait and hope maybe we get an irrational dip back down to get into DRV. Again, it's ETF, pays a dividend etc. So if we don't get that dip and it keeps running, we'll let it go and take it off. DT again is a Canadian tea company, so it's kind of a consumer staple when you talk about Canadians and tea and British and tea, etc. It's a retailer. They do have an e-commerce. Again, this is someone we've traded profitably in the past. They recently released their earnings. I don't think it was really that bad. It wasn't, shockingly great, but it didn't plummet on that. So we can see, it had positive revenue. It had some earnings. So again, since it didn't react overly negatively, it looks like it's holding the support, might turn up. So we may go long DT very soon. Coal, again, is short on natural gas. It's been bouncing around. We may double down if natural gas spikes above 8 again. We might double down our position on coal. We talked about adding KTOS, re-adding LEU. We've had Mark is an AI software play. We're a little leery about software. Technology has been heavily under pressure, but you can see it made this kind of strange spike. There wasn't any news I could find, but it made that nice spike and came back to support. So there might be something going on there with Mark that I'm not yet aware of, so that might be an attractive run. We've made money with Mark in the past, so we'll leave it on the watch list for now and see if what's going on. Roku, they had earnings as well. It was not overly negatively received. So again, nice thing about Webull is you can easily just pop this up. You can see, and some of the analysts held their price targets on Roku. So if it is stable and comes back to this support level, you can see it ran up a little bit, hit its resistance level, its recent high, bounced back down. So if it holds this support, then we're looking to go long Roku. And again, we have a due diligence video that still holds. It's why we prefer Roku over some of the other streaming services like Netflix and some of the other streamers. So we talked about STAG, SVXY VOO, Westport Fuel Systems. Again, you can hear more about our thesis, why we've added Westport to our watch list from the prior week's videos, game plan videos. You can see it looks like it might be holding the support. If it is and it's going to turn up, then we would go long on Westport. So those are what we have on our real-time watch list for this week, May 2nd through May 6th. And now we can look at what we have or changes we made to our other watch list for this week. Right now, as of the filming of this video, Webull is offering 5 free stocks when you open and fund an account. Typically they offer 2 or more free stocks, but sometimes they have special promotions, so please check our link to Webull in the description box below. You can also find on the About page or the header of our YouTube channel, BeachBum Trading YouTube channel, and or in the link section at the bottom of the About page, and or in the link section under trading platforms on our home page, beachbumtrading.com, bum without the U. And again, if you use our affiliate link to Webull, you can currently get 5 free stocks when you open and fund an account, and you can see those stocks can be up to $3,000 upon funding your account. So we hope that all helps. Okay, now let's talk about changes to our bullpen watch list stocks for this week, May 2nd through May 6th. I've got my bullpen watch list selected in Webull. Again, if you're new to our BeachBum Trading channel community, the concept of the bullpen is stocks that we're not watching in real time. We typically revisit at the end of the day to see if they give us a good setup, look more attractive, and if so, then we would put them in the game and move them up to our real-time watch list. So again, this is not something we're watching on a real-time basis. We revisit at the end of the day and decide, do we want to put them in the game, move them up to our watch list, or take them off of the bullpen and quit watching them altogether. So a couple changes for this week that we've identified using our screeners. The first one is FKWL, and this one's a little bit questionable, so I put it in the bullpen. I kind of want to keep an eye on it. This is a wireless communication, so it's a technology company, communications company. Their kind of profitability is questionable. They may be profitable. It is optionable. It's a low float, and this was a recommendation back a while ago from Joseph Hogue, so we put it in our database. It pops up on our screener. If we look at the chart, we can see it bounced off of this support level a while back, went up a little bit, and then it's been trailing off back down to the support level. So that may be attractive if it holds that support and starts to swing back up. This might be a turnaround play, could be positive. So we'll put it in the bullpen, keep an eye on it, see if it turns up, and it's something we want to consider. Another one's an old favorite. We recently made a nice profit in Yang. Some of you may have made significantly more. It has come back down. Yang is the short on the China tech stocks, and they popped up recently on some news that the political committee in China was going to let up on some of their sanctions or whatever you call them, restrictions on the Chinese tech stocks. And yen, YINN is the inverse of Yang, so it's the bull on China. So when it goes up, Yang goes down. So that popped up a little bit. Alibaba, JD, etc. I saw running the other day and said, oh, I need to look at Yang, because when Yang bottoms again, I definitely want to get a long on Yang and re-short the Chinese markets. There's a lot of catalysts. You can listen to our game plans from several weeks back when we initially made money on this run in Yang, and those catalysts still hold. So if it comes back down near the support level or just bottoms and turns back up, we want to take a long in Yang. Again, you can see the profit opportunity is significant. So those are our changes to our bullpen. We'll quickly go through some of the others we have on our bullpen. So again, AVO is avocados, agricultural products. We still like it. It's run up a bit. May not get a dip opportunity, but maybe. It looks like maybe it'll roll over. Big is Big Lots. This was starting to look very attractive, but it did break down through our support level, so we kind of want to find a bottom, see if where it's going to stabilize, and we really like Big Lots. Again, that's a secular trend. We think the consumer is going to move, downstream in the retailers to your more discount Walmart, Big Lots, Dollar Tree, etc. are going to do better, I think, in this inflationary environment and headed into a recession. Fresh Del Monte is FTP. Again, agricultural product. Again, looks very similar AVO. These are starting to look like we might get opportunities here, which is great. We talked about FKWL. FRD is steel. Again, it's kind of run up, but if we can get an opportunity, a dip on a market decline, that's a steel play. That would be nice. Grow. Invest in cryptocurrencies, gold, etc. Again, it's a little bit high. We talked about treasuries. Now on Wednesday, hopefully we're going to hear what the plan is for quantitative tightening and what treasuries the Fed's going to sell off when. And once that stabilizes, then we'll talk about what positions we want to take in treasuries. USEG, again, is a small oil and gas producer. It is starting to look kind of attractive. If we zoom out a little bit, we can see we'd like it a little bit lower, around 3. But if it establishes this support and turns back up, we'll go long USEG. VITL, Vital Farms, is like organic eggs. We can see it looks similar, coming down a bit. If it comes down and establishes support, we'll go long VITL. So we like these ag product plays, and you can hear our thesis on that from a couple weeks back. And then WYY, wide point, we've also taken a look at, and we kind of liked around this $3 level. So again, those, and we talked about Yang. So those are our stocks we have in our bullpen for this week. Again, at the end of each day, we'll revisit those. If we want to put somebody in the game, we will put those updates in our Discord, in the Watchlist Updates channel in our Discord. So we hope that all helps. Okay, regarding some of our other watch lists, like our ETF watch list, please keep an eye out for another more detailed video regarding some ETFs we've been researching to try to play some of the opportunities we've seen in the futures charts. In part one, for the past couple weeks, we've talked about some opportunities that appear in the futures for foreign currencies, the Forex market, and we're looking for ways that we could trade those, particularly in a retirement account. So we're looking for ETFs to be able to play some of these foreign currency opportunities that we see, and we're going to try to do that analysis in a more detailed video. So please, if you're not already subscribed to our BeachBum Trading YouTube channel, please subscribe, hit the notify button, bell, so that you will be notified when we drop additional videos like this, so and you don't miss out on that additional information. Now, regarding shopping list stocks, again, the concept, if you're new to our BeachBum Trading YouTube channel, the concept of a shopping list is, stocks that you want to buy for the long term. You always wanted to buy them, but they were too expensive. So you have your list of shopping list stocks, and now is a great time to have that shopping list, as again, if we get this FED-tasrophe on Wednesday and we get an irrational dip, that may be your opportunity to pick up those stocks that you always wanted to buy and hold for a long term. Just again, this is not financial advice, just my opinion, but be careful. Make sure that these stocks that you're buying on your shopping list can withstand increasing inflation, the global conflicts, they're not exposed to Russia, China, etc. They're not encountering other political issues, like we talked about Disney last week. Again, do further due diligence on these stocks. Make sure that the trend's going to support your purchase and in the long term. Again, a number of the tech stocks have declined. Make sure that your thesis is going to hold near term. There may be better opportunities to buy these cheaper in the future, but again, if we get an irrational dip on this FED-tasrophe on Wednesday, that may be your opportunity to pick up that set of stocks that you always wanted to buy and hold for a long period of time. So we hope this all helps. Please let us know, what else would you like to see in these weekly trading game plans? Would you like us to do due diligence videos on any of these stocks or any other stocks? Is there anything else that you think we should be adding to our watch list, and why? Please put it in the comments to this video in our Discord and our Facebook group, and let's talk about it and see what we can do to help you. Again, our goal here is to help you succeed in all of your trading, so please let us know how can we help you. So we hope this all helps. Good luck and have a great trading week. The content of this video was produced by BeachBum Trading. We hope you will choose to also join us in the BeachBum Trading community and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Visit us at our homepage at beachbumtrading.com, the bum without the U. Similarly on Twitter, BeachBum Trading, bum without the U. On Facebook and in our BeachBum Trading Facebook group. Please follow us on Pinterest and on Instagram. All of the links to our social media sites will be included in the description box below, and we hope you will choose to subscribe to our BeachBum Trading YouTube channel and follow us on social media. Thank you. We also cordially want to invite you to our new BeachBum Trading Community Discord server, where we can have discussions on all topics related to trading, success in trading, investing, etc. You can see alerts when we make trades, changes to our watch lists, etc. So again, please join us in the new BeachBum Trading Community Discord server. You should be able to find a link in the description box below. You could also find a link in the social media category on our web page, beachbumtrading.com, without the bum without the U, and also in the link section on the About page of our YouTube channel, etc. So again, we look forward to seeing you in the BeachBum Trading Community Discord server soon. Wave and say hello. We hope that you like our weekly game plan for the trading week for this week. Thank you for watching the video to the end. If you found this helpful, we hope that you will choose to subscribe to our BeachBum Trading YouTube channel, and please click the bell icon below to automatically be notified whenever we publish a new video. Please also share this with your fellow traders and friends via the share button included below. And let us know if you found our weekly game plans helpful in the comments included below. And let us know how we can improve. What would you like to see more, less of, etc. Thank you again for watching. Good luck and have a great trading week. Bye. If you like this video, we hope you will choose to subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking on the box in the upper left-hand corner. You can watch another video like this by clicking on the box in the lower right-hand corner. And we have a whole playlist of videos like this that you can access via the box in the upper right-hand corner. Our latest video is available in the box in the lower left-hand corner. We hope you like this and have a great day.